perpetual curse, chasing the cow while we hide the budding prize, with the hunger of a monster in his eyes.
Don't call them companions, don't hide the age. Read the literal ink on the classical page. It's not full-breasted, that's a velvet lie,
to hide the horror from a western eye.
You slaughter the neighbors for a budding dream, but the 47th thunder heard the scream. No more Cow Eve, no more 10-year-old toys, just the end of the mullahs and their holy boys. The Seven Nations strike was your final breath. Now you're face to face with a kinetic death. Operation Epic Fury, the hammer of lead, for the child thief and the lies he spread.
Of Kai, the protrusion of youth, the budding breast is the ugly truth. 10 and 11 or 12 years old, a paradise of children, or so you're told. You envied the 47th, his life and his name, but you're just a predator in a religious game.
The compound is ashes, the bunker is cold. The dragon and bear have let go of their hold. The Seven Nations strike was your final mistake. Now the world is awake for the liberty's sake.
No budding breasts, no maidens in line. The 47th ran out of time for you.
Mama, police be up on him, he's on the run again, swapping out the almighty for a stone cold spin. He's dusting off Hugo, the idol in the hall, a false prophet's logic, one God fits all. But the math doesn't track and the history is thin, when your Allah is just Hugo with a brand new skin. 6 centuries late, he copied the Hebrew line, facing Jerusalem, claiming the same design. But the Jews saw the crack pile, laughed at the mimicry, mocking the prophet and his borrowed ministry. In a fit of rage, he turned his back on the rock, retaliation for the tribes who dared to mock. He pivoted the prayer to Mecca Stone Square, back to Hugo's house as if God were there. A fool in disguise leading astray. His lies and deceit will never stay. Homo, the false prophet of all time, Lord of the flies, feeding on has sinned. From the daughters of Allah to the crescent moon's glow, it's just ancient heathens running the show. His followers dwindling as his facade cracks, exposed as a fraud, there's no turning back. Look up at the minaret, what do you see? The crescent of the moon got the pagan pedigree. He tried to cut a deal with the three sublime cranes, worshipping the daughters to ease his own pains. But he called it a slip when the pressure got high. Just another layer of the prophet's bigger lie. From the moon on the roof to the stone on the floor, it's the same old Hugo knocking at the door. Oh no, it's Mo, the false prophet of all time, Lord of the flies, feeding on the refuse and the grime. His words are poison, his teachings are crime, but we won't be swayed by his deceptive rhyme. For the truth of Jesus will forever shine. It's Mo, the false prophet of all time, Lord of the flies, feeding on the refuse and the grime. His words are poison, his teachings are crime, but we won't be swayed by his deceptive rhyme. For the truth of Jesus will forever shine.
I hear that train coming, it's rolling round the bend. In the desert sands of Mecca where the wild nights never end. Muhammad drew a circle, told his buddy stay right here. Then the Zut boy showed up naked, bringing quite the atmosphere.
Zut, zut.
The Zut train's coming, tall and skinny, dark and bare.
Zut, zut.
They're piling on him, riding the prophet without a care.
No chin.
Just nomads in the fray, crowding round till break of day.
Zut, zut.
That train's a rolling, a desert party that won't fade away. They mounted up like cowboys on a bucking bronco ride. All night long they crowded round, no place for him to hide. Abu Dar peeking from his line, thinking what the heck, while the gang is doing laps, leaving Muhammad wrecked.